And welcome back, everybody. Great to catch up with Aaron Hadlow, the GOAT. The man has been one of the most influential riders, 5 times world champion. Pretty much everything you can do in kiteboarding, that man has done, and great to see him here. There you can see Leonardo Casati starting with the double kite loop with a late back there, Liam.
Yeah, really great start. I don't know how old he is, but I think he's like 15 years old or 14, something crazy. And fun fact, he beat Aaron Hadlow in the last competition. So yeah, I don't know how Aaron took that, but I know Aaron, and he's definitely one of the most competitive guys out there, even after competing for over 20 years. So he's going to want his revenge in this heat.
Yeah, he definitely is going to want blood. And we can see also one of our good friends from Holland, Stino, very stylish athlete on there on the Cabrino. Is going to be with the yellow lycra. Is going to be jumping next. There you can see him. One of the things I love from Stino is that kind of that signature, you know, kite loop with that late back and all the way from the fin, and goes kind of, you know, horizontal on it as well. So looking forward to seeing the style there from him. And then of course Aaron, one of the big things of the moment, he is now together with Harlem, part of the RRD team and the product manager for the boards, and you know, leaving Duotone after many years of collaboration. There you go, as we called it, kite loop, late back from the fin with the board off. Calm, cool, and collected control. A little grab on the way down. Nice way to start off.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what Stino is kind of known for. He doesn't go for the crazy rotations, board spins, all of that stuff. He just really tries to go as high as possible and perform his trick with the best execution possible. Look, vertical takeoff, board off from the fin, rotation, extension, and look how much he slows down on the landing. That's what you want to be doing in these conditions so that you can handle the chop. He's almost landing backwards. So we just missed Aaron's trick there. I'm not sure what he did. Here we go in the replay.
Alright, let's see. So out there on that Harlem.
Still not used to seeing him riding that kite.
I mean, for me, even more, I mean, you know, Aaron was the kid when I was competing, and I still see Aaron riding a flexi foil. Yeah. Doesn't matter how, you know, you kind of, you know, join someone to a brand, and it is so weird to see them using other equipment. But hey, you know, in the end, I think a big opportunity with him together with Ralph to get fully involved in the R&D, and had a little chat with him today. Very grateful for his time he had with Duotone and all, you know, the work, and I know they parted on good terms and the work that they did with them. But, you know, new chapter. I mean, the eternal book with Aaron. He's been around from the beginning, and obviously wanting to get involved in taking kites and equipment, and always had a big team with Ralph. So great to see him in the scene, great to see him in the water. I know he came away from Lords of Tram. There was an interview where he's like, I don't come to a comp to end up 9th. He's hungry, and as you say, one of the most competitive athletes. Now, red flag in the sky, meaning Leonardo Casati is going to be coming up next.
Yeah, it just shows. He's still competing after all those years, and he's not getting the same results as he used to naturally, but he's in it, and he loves to compete, and that's why he's here, because he's just addicted to that competition. And yeah, him moving to another brand now, seeing, you know, if he can up his riding. But I'm just grateful to have competed with him in 2 different disciplines, starting in freestyle, well, starting at my home, watching on my computer screen, watching his updates on his website before social media even existed, and then eventually competing against him in freestyle, then in big air, then being on the same team as him in duotone for many years. So it was really cool to share some trips and some photo shoots together, and really get to know him properly. And super laid back guy, and yeah, he's got a hell of a lot of experience. He's pretty much the Kelly Slater of kite surfing.
That, I think that is for the best
with a bit
description.
More hair.
A little bit more hair. That's a good thing. I think that is probably one of the best descriptions. So a yellow flag in the sky. Stino, 6.03 for that first move. We've got a 5.23 for Aaron and a 6.33 there for Leonardo. So Stino is up, coming in now. All right, going
boogie contra.
Very nice.
Yeah, like the last trick.
Smooth.
Very smooth. Super controlled. Won't get a massive score for that, but yeah, it's the second trick of his heat, so he's just trying to get those scores on the boards, and I think once you get 2 or 3 scores, you can really start to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's always about the contest. It's always about the contest. It's that base score. is being able to get those 3 or 4 moves that you have dialed, that you have 100%, and then start to get creatives. That's why there's 8 trick attempts out there. We want the guys to be able to push as hard as possible. There you can see kite loop back roll with a board off there on the inside. Aaron started competing before handle passes. So Aaron has been one of the guys who has competing when board-offs were the only moves that you can do. He has seen every development of the sport. So obviously, you know, when the board-off started to come in the big air scene with the kite loops, it must have been, let's say, familiar to him.
Absolutely. It was way more familiar for him than it was for me, for instance. I came from freestyle, always riding boots, and I never really learned to take my board off. Boom, we have to stop talking about Aaron there for this trick. Was it an S-loop or a double loop?
S-loop. S-loop board off there from Casati.
Amazing. 16 meters high, so pretty damn high for a small kite, and very good execution. Bringing the kite all the way round on that first loop, which makes it a little bit easier than switching the direction kind of halfway through the loop, as you've seen from Gil. He does it a little bit more aggressively, but no credit taken away from him. Still a very good trick, and I think it will get a good score.
Yeah, but you can see, you know, nicely put there, you can see the difference. Hill got 7.4, 7.3 for his S-loop, and it didn't have a board off.
Okay.
Now you can see Casati here with this board off S-loop and only a 4.97. So judges really rewarding execution again, which is good to see.
Execution and extremity. They really want you to put that kite low. I think they want you to have that kind of oh shit moment, like halfway through your trick.
Please go up, please go up.
Is he going to land
it? Stino. Again, as clean as a whistle. The claim, he's happy, 3 for 3.
Yes, Stino, I really, really like his style. And look, 18 meters high. That's just textbook execution right there.
Yeah, beautiful. Boogie, board off.
From the fin.
Yeah, very nice.
Few people do that, actually. Few people do the front rotation, taking the board off from the fin. It's normally with the back roll because it makes a bit more sense. And Aaron just getting the scores on the board. Boogie board off, added rotation, and I think he's landed that. You just can't see because it's behind the wave.
I'm pretty sure he landed. I didn't see any splash, so I reckon he has landed that.
He's in the barrel.
Yeah, he's just getting a little shampoo.
Kelly Slater's in the barrel in the background. That's why you can't see him.
But yeah, nice. I mean, that kite is so fast. It really just whip around.
Yeah, I think I'd almost ride a smaller bar or something if I was riding that kite, just to get the kite a bit lower.
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, we're seeing in the lead, Stino, 3 for 3, and he's done 3 different families as well. He has that kite loop board off with a back roll. He's gone for the contra loop front board off and a kite loop front board off. So he's sticking the dip with the 3 different families. So intelligent riding, because he's now he can start to get creative because he has a nice base.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, there's different families, and you cannot score 2 tricks from the same family. So the families are back rotations, front rotations, contra loops, and the 4th one,
you have single jumps,
back, front, contra loops. Yeah.
But no, it is good. You do have to touch all of those different families if you want to get the scores. You can repeat some of them, but it can't be in the same bracket. So that is why you won't see the athletes going for the same move over and over again, because then that would be a best trick, which is what we don't want to see. We want to see the variety. Big contra boogie board off, and he stays holding up in the air. So we saw before 6.8. He's got some hang time on that one.
Yeah. Super clean. I mean, there's another family. There's a handle pass. I don't think anybody's going to be doing handle passes this event.
I don't. I mean, we saw, over there in Kodo, we saw Cohen going for huge handle passes. Cohen does do some very big handle passes. Yep. You launched that in also the first time you were over there in Kodo, mixing it up. I think it's good that it's in there because, you've got to be able to express yourself. And if you throw a kite loop handle pass 15 meters high, you definitely got to get respect. Yeah,
even if you do a Kung Fu pass or any sort of handle pass, I think you should definitely get rewarded just because you'd be the only guy doing it out there. Maybe I can convince one of the riders to go out and do it.
I reckon a 6-pack should be offered to whoever does go for it. And there you can see Aaron just racking up. So he now has a 5.23 and a 5.15. Nice and calm out there, but Leonardo Casati, who is currently in second position. There you can see that Harlan flying. What has the youngster done? What is he going to be going for? I think he's out on a 6 meter, I've just been told. 1, 2, that is possible. Oh!
That is a big crash. As you can see, he got the kite really, really low on that one, but he just wasn't high enough, and the kite didn't catch him quite quick enough. So let's see. Hopefully he's okay. But just look at this. That would have been so epic if he would have landed.
Good. Spinning with the kite at the same time. He thought about it, but man.
Yeah, no chance of the kite catching you in time.
No, I'd end up like Mr. Potato if I had that crash. It's insane the beating some of these athletes can take. And now here also, so Stino out there on that Cabrino Moto X, and he's on the Excalibur Carbon 135. Well, we're talking to quite a few athletes with the board size, Liam. We're seeing around the 133s to 136 seems to be the average board size. A little bit smaller than we see in freestyle.
Yeah, the smaller the board, the better you can hold your edge. So you can really load that pop way harder than on a bigger board. You can also hold down a bigger kite. The only struggle is it's a little bit harder on the landings. You've got less nose and less tail. So yeah.
Stino is just got a one-way ticket to the sky at the moment. He is going 18s, 19s, 17s, consistently above that 16-meter height. Looking good.
Looking good. It seems to be working for him. He's in first place at the moment. But there's no doubt that that first place can be taken away from him if Leonardo pulls a double or if Aaron does something crazy as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think Stina's trying to improve on that kite loop front board off that we saw. He's trying to get better than the 7, but I mean, 7 definitely a decent score. You can see some of the locals come down the beach and you can feel the winds. So Aaron Hadlow is going to be coming up next. All right, so day number 2 here for the Qatar Airways GKA Big Air World Championship. Joining me, Liam Whaley. Liam, thank you for being with us. Action out on the water, just about to jump the go. Aaron Hadlow.
Taking off. Oh, a kite loop with a front roll board off. You don't tend to see those.
Other way around.
Yeah, the wrong way around. Very cool. Yeah, it's amazing to see pretty much 3 generations of kite surfers. I don't know how old Aaron is now, but he must be around, what, 35?
I'm not going to reveal that kind of information.
Yeah, I think he's around 35. Leonardo's around 14.
Yeah.
So it's like a 20-year, and there we go.
He gets it. Yes, he does. That is solid. Double kite loop late back with a board off.
That's absolutely insane. I think he's going to get a massive score for that one, and he might just overtake Stino on that one.
It's going to be close. Look at that. And I love it. He gets the second rotation at the same time of the kite. Great timing. The Casatis can double.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I was talking to his dad, Renato, on the beach the other day. And yeah, obviously Leonardo is catching up with Lorenzo quickly. And he said that Leonardo is having some days where he's having better sessions than Lorenzo as well. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think this competition, can they possibly go up against each other for sure in the later rounds? And it's going to be a crazy brotherly rivalry.
Yeah.
I think Lorenzo's really going to start getting those first places as quickly as possible because his brother is right behind him and he's not going to like that.
It is. I mean, you know, put away the China mum. The boys are out to play. You can definitely see. It's great to see, you know, one of the things with Leonardo, he's also, both of the Casatis, they're such complete riders. You stick these guys on twin tips or in waves, they rip as well. And of course, let's say the more known is Lorenzo because of his Kota win.
Yeah.
But Leonardo, he doesn't want to be in the shadow. He wants to have his own light, and at the moment, proving he is one of the men to be looking out there.
Yeah.
7.83 for that last move.
And how professional they all are with each other. They take it really seriously. I think they're the most professional guys on tour, with the dad kind of coaching them. They live and breathe kiteboarding and strategy and, you know, working with the kite designers to get the best possible gear in their hands. So it's going to be exciting to see yeah, how far they can take it. And I think that brotherly rivalry is really, really healthy at the moment. It's just going to be interesting to see if Leonardo starts beating Lorenzo, if that's going to stay the same, if they're able to keep that healthy family environment at home. But yeah, exciting times and cool to see how the sport is developing and how professionally everybody's starting to take it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is really cool to see how, you know, they are taking it seriously. People are coming earlier. People are dialing in their equipment. They're testing different things. They're really, you know, in the end, what brands want is they want ambassadors. It's all good to be good on the water, but you want to have that whole complete factor. Be nice to approach. Be, you know, talk to people, talk to them on stream, do interviews, and we can really see athletes coming again. But look at that. That was a beauty again there from Leonardo. Well, yeah. I tell you what.
Double kite loop, board off, getting another double on the board. I think
he ain't missing around. He's going to have another 7, Liam. This boy is in for a banger.
He's put himself into first place. How crazy is that at the age that he is?
Nah, it is ridiculous.
Oh, Stino going huge in the back, over the cloud, into the stratosphere.
Let's see the replay on that one. All the way from the back, pretty much and having a couple more jumps.
Look how much travel he got. He literally almost landed down by the camera. That's wild.
Enchúfame eso, porfa. El blanco.
Sí.
All right, so Stino on that last 15.3 meters. So he's getting a 6.77 for that last one. Harsh deals.
Yeah. I think he has to mix up his game a little bit, but it's really hard to do a kite swap here. Basically, it's almost not worth it. Wow.
Aaron goes huge. Megalope above the clouds.
I want to see how high that one was. I think that one's wow, 20.5 meters. That's one of the biggest tricks from this heat, definitely. And what I was saying before is, yeah, it's really hard. This beach is almost impossible to do a kite swap. So you pretty much have to choose the kite that you want to ride for the whole heat. And that's a hard decision to make because you have to decide whether you want to do double loops or single loops, or you go somewhere in between, but then you can't quite get the height on the single loops. And yeah, it's there's going to be a lot of strategy put in place into this event, but the wind is definitely picking up, and there we go.
Yanking, and that S loop with a board off there again from Leonardo. So Aaron waiting for results on that 120-meter high mega loop. You can just see the wind is increasing. Look at the wind measure. 41.5 on the gust. Wow. It is nuking.
41.5, and that's on the beach. Imagine out at sea. I reckon you can add 4 or 5 knots to that.
It's definitely above 40 on average out there. So 7s, and I can see 6s are being pumped up as well.
Yeah. I'm really impressed by Leonardo. This is...
that's a big moment for him as well.
It's a massive moment for him.
Because let's not forget, one of the things, you know, I mean, you've been a young rider coming up against the names.
Yeah.
Going in a heat with, you know, Stino, he is one of the biggest big air riders as well. Hence that, you know, doobie board off from the fin.
Yes.
Kite loop doobie board off, beautifully executed. And, of course, Aaron Hadlow, the GOAT. For Leonardo to keep his cool in this heat, he's going to be a weapon of destruction.
Yeah, you can see it kind of both ways, you know. You can see that he's young and he doesn't have much experience, and it's crazy impressive to see him handle the pressure. But you can see it from the other side that he doesn't have any pressure. He's got nothing to prove. He's kind of the up-and-coming rider. He's doing better at every single event. Yep. It's not like he has a reputation to protect. And yeah, I think when you're that age, your goals are a lot more clear, and you have a lot more space in your mind just to focus on one thing at a time. So yeah, I'm talking from experience. When I was a kid, all I would think about, I would eat and breathe and live kiteboarding. Just the most important thing in the world was just that new trick that I was going to land that day, and I wouldn't think about anything else. So yeah, as you get older, you get more things in your head. So I think you have that advantage as a young rider. But as well, he's just like, he must be so fired up he knows he beat Aaron in the last comp, so he knows he can do it again, and he's only getting better.
No, really impressive. And Aaron there just going for another mega loop, coming back. So that is going to be a win. Leonardo Casati taking first position. Let's see the highlights of that last heat.